Hi guys, today we're going to look at the very basics in language, and that would be nouns. Nouns are the first words that a baby learns, and when you travel to another country, it's the first thing that you study so that you can learn to speak that language as well. So today I'd like to look at three different things. First, we're going to look at the three different categories of nouns. Second, we're going to learn how to change from singular, meaning one noun, to plural, which means two or more nouns. And then last, we're going to compare common nouns to proper nouns. So let's get started. First, the three categories of nouns. The first one is a person. Here are a few examples of person: a doctor, a teacher, a student, a mother, a grandparent, and a child. All of these are common nouns that refer to a person. Secondly, we have places. A place could be a country, a state, or a city. It could also be a store, a school, or a forest. All of these are places where things happen. And then finally, we have things. A thing could be any animal. It could be something you carry with you, for example, a phone or a laptop computer. It could be a class that you're taking, or it could be a book that you're reading. It could be an article of clothing, like a shirt, a pair of pants, or your socks. Or it could be a body part, your head, your fingers, your eyes. All of these are things, and they all are different categories of nouns. Now, in English, when you make a noun, it's very important to know if you have one or more than one. So the easiest way to make a noun plural is to add an S to it. So look at these different examples. We have one doctor and we have two doctors. We have one teacher and two teachers. One state and two states. One phone, two phones. One pen, two pens. One book, two books. One show and two shows. Finally, one kite, two kites. You're going to see that all of these words, all we did to change from one to many, you add an S. But there are a few different ways to do it as well. For example, some words you add ES to the end. Let me show you a few different examples. Glasses, masses, messes, and bosses. You'll notice that all four of these words have an SS at the end. Make it plural, put an ES after it. Here are four more. Matches, ranches, arches, and ditches. Four of these also have a CH. So if you end a word with CH, to make it plural, put an ES at the end. Then we have taxes, mixes, boxes, and foxes. If you have a noun that ends in X, put an ES. Wishes, ashes, gashes, and leashes. SH words, once again, add ES. And finally, whizzes, blitzes, topazes, and quizzes. If a word ends in Z, you put an ES at the end. By the way, I underlined quizzes because you have one quiz, you have two quizzes, you need to put a double Z in there. Otherwise, whizzes actually has two Z's in there, and topazes, blitzes, no problem as they are. But to make quizzes plural, you add a second Z and then the ES. Here's one more example of how to make a plural noun, and it's adding IES. All of these are words that start with the letter Y. So watch this. We have one lady, we have two ladies, one family, and two families. One party, two parties, one sky. The sky is above us. A spy, there are many spies around us. Now, toy, we don't say IES for toy. We say toys, YS. And one more, play, we say plays. So keep in mind, if the Y sound has an I or an E sound at the end, then we change it to IES. But toy and play, because it's right after it, right before it is a vowel, you do not add IES. You keep it as it is. Okay, one more example. Day and days. Once again, DAYS, no IES for that. Lastly, and unfortunately there are too many of these examples to mention, here are some common irregular plural nouns where you do not add S, ES, or IES. So, child, children. Woman, spelled M-A-N, and then we have women, M-O-W-O-M-E-N. Same pattern, we have man, and we have men, M-E-N. We have one ox, and we have two oxen. We have a mouse, and then we have mice. We have one sheep, and we have two sheep. We have 1 foot, we have 2 feet, 1 tooth, and 2 teeth. All of these are irregular nouns. And I'm sorry, you will see a pattern for some of these, but the only way to learn them all is simply to memorize them. I'm sorry, English is a tough language, and this is just one example. Last thing we're going to talk about today are common and proper nouns. A common noun is just a thing, okay? A person or a place, but it's not a name. Proper nouns are all names. So let me give you a few examples. A city, well, a famous city in America is called New York City. Now I would point out, you'll notice city on the left is lowercase c. However, New York City, you capitalize all 3 words in that name because names are capitalized. How about this? Country, well, a very beautiful country in Europe is called France with a capital F. A woman, well, a famous woman in history was named Cleopatra. A car, well, a great American car is called the Ford Mustang. So again, capital F, capital M. By the way, a Mustang is a type of horse. So if I were to use the word Mustang in a sentence, if it was lowercase, then that means I'm talking about the horse. Capital M means I'm referring to the car. All right, how about in computer, and then how about IBM, the name of a computer company. We have a drink. Well, one cheap drink I enjoy drinking because it's not expensive. Pepsi. We have sneakers, but the most famous sneaker brand in the world, Nikes. And then a professor is a person. Well, my favorite history professor in college retired, but his name was Dr. Leroy Ashby. So Dr. Ashby, if you're watching this, I miss you very much. All right, guys. So you can see here on the one side we have common nouns. On the other side we have a lot of proper nouns, and they're all capitalized. All right, that's it for us today. I want to say thank you for your effort, and I hope you enjoyed this. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.